Right now, new and current customers can get any phone for free at US Cellular, so you can connect with all your family members this holiday season. You could even call your aunt, who always makes you talk to your cousin, who's a dog. Or, maybe just send her a festive text. Get the gift of connection at US Cellular. Get any phone free today. US Cellular, built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
We value human connection with fewer distractions. US Cellular, built for us. Visit your US Cellular authorized agent, Cellular Advantage, located at 918 South Locust Street in Glenwood.
The holidays start here at Baker's with a variety of options to celebrate traditions old and new. Whether you're making a traditional roasted turkey or spicy turkey tacos, your go-to shrimp cocktail, or your first Cajun risotto, Baker's has all the freshest ingredients to embrace your traditions. Baker's, fresh for everyone.
We've locked in low prices to help you save big store-wide. Look for the locked-in low prices tags and enjoy extra savings throughout the store. Baker's, fresh for everyone.
Hello, this is your host Maurice, and you are listening to That Will Never Work podcast. Listen, have you had moments where you were not ready and or willing to give up your time? And what I mean by that is giving up the time for you to be successful. Do you find yourself often sitting down and just like, I'll wait until tomorrow? It can wait until next week. I'll get to it this weekend. You do realize that at times that those moments of procrastination or giving in to not putting in the effort to realize what your dreams are, it actually, and I understand, may not be the actual time for you to get it done, but if you're not working towards it, you're not sure 100% time if it's your time or not. Some people use the excuse of it's not my time, it's God's time, things like that. But you don't know until you take the step forward. What happens as entrepreneurs is that you realize you're on pretty much 99% of the time. There may be that 1% where you're not on and you realize that it's really hard to get yourself motivated, get yourself up early in the morning. And that is why it was an inspiration to speak to a fellow entrepreneur earlier this week, where she stated she's constantly updating and revising her vision board. She realizes that keeping these goals in front of her face every day helps her to have real actionable things to achieve each and every day. I know for myself, it can be really tiring sometimes, especially when you're trying to be a parent, a very good and decent parent. And I understand when you're trying to be a very good and decent spouse. And then you have what other opportunities that come up before you, whether it's even for myself, like, coaching my kids or in sports or attending their award ceremonies and things like that. Sometimes that can take away from your being on 100% of the time, and some people feel that way. I know for myself, I find myself always selling, all the time selling, all the time wearing every hat that I have on, that I own. And sometimes it can be tiring. Sometimes it can be a burden. But in most cases, it has been a true honor and a privilege to wear those hats, because I'm able to say, hey, within this particular conversation that I'm having with one person one-on-one, that each and every one of my lines of business or one of my friends, their lines of business can benefit from this particular knowledge, this particular connection, this particular opportunity to give back one way or the other. So I challenge you to find the time to put into being an entrepreneur. It's not easy. And to truth be told, it doesn't have to be on the level of, hey, I do this 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, which actually feels like 25 and 8. But just find something that you enjoy. Find something that is going to bring you some type of happiness and not feel like a job. Sometimes the entrepreneur piece, you fall into an opportunity that you know how to do, but it's not necessarily something that you enjoy, and it feels like a job. Well, you could let that go. Excuse me. And you can find an opportunity to best benefit you, your company, and or if you do not have a true company, whether it's your hobby, you can find opportunities that will help best benefit you and your mental health, your physical health, your social health, and your spiritual health. I challenge you, like I did myself. So I had noticed online where it was a CEO challenge. You had to do it for 30 days, where you had to get up at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, work out, eat your breakfast, do all your social media stuff, answer your emails, things like that. That way, by the time 8 o'clock comes, and you get all that done before 8 o'clock. By the time 8 o'clock comes, you can work on your company. You can get into your socialization, whether it's networking, pounding the pavement, things like that. And then you get, of course you eat throughout the day, a regular day. But around 7 o'clock, you shut everything down. TV, social media, you should be done eating by that time. So when 7 o'clock comes, all you're doing is sitting there maybe talking to your spouse or your children, but having some light music on. You're cleaning the house. And by 9 o'clock, you're ready to take your shower and or bath. But in this particular challenge, they were saying take a bath. I'm not a big bath person personally, but just having a moment where you are taking some time to yourself in the bath with some candles and some smell good stuff, but helping to rejuvenate yourself and then doing it all over again. I'm gonna be honest with you, because of time for myself, it was not easy to switch gears at 7 o'clock at night. It really wasn't. And it takes a lot of hard work and dedication to get to that point. Especially when you are an entrepreneur and you're always checking your what your things are for the next day. When you're waiting on that one email, you may be waiting on that one financial post, to your account. You've been waiting on a client to pay, and sometimes those type of things are hard to not try to pay attention to, but it comes down to discipline, perseverance, patience. And I think those are one of the things that I had to learn throughout that CEO challenge. Out of those 30 days, I was able to only do it for 20, and it was not a 20 consistent days, but I have found myself that I've been putting a considerable amount of effort into making sure that after 7 o'clock I am shutting down, because truth be told, I have been able to sleep a lot better. I have been able to focus a lot more. I believe my work is a little bit more effective. My workflow, my organizational skills have increased. I was already organized to begin with. I have pretty good muscle memory in what I'm doing. I remember most times what my what my duties are for the day coming up and or the week coming. I'm pretty decent in following up, but I have noticed that taking that scheduled time, I have been able to increase those skills a little bit more, especially now that I'm getting older, especially since my children are requiring a whole lot more of my attention and my patience. So as an entrepreneur, you need to understand, you have to find your niche, your way of becoming more effective in what you're doing in an effective and efficient way of achieving your goals. And I encourage you to create that vision board, to make sure that you live up to your mission and vision statements, for you not to lose track on what your real goals are, whether it's for yourself or your children, your family, short-term or long-term. And this does not just pertain to entrepreneurs, but it pertains to you in regular life, everyday life. Be committed, but try to enjoy your life in the process. You can go to the Bahamas and still be a CEO, find an opportunity. You can go to the corner store and talk to the pizza delivery guy and listen to what he has to say and realize that delivering pizzas is not for him. Then maybe you have an opportunity or a co-host or a partner somewhere where, hey, what they're trying to do is exactly up this pizza delivery guy's alley. Maybe he needs to go talk to them. Be sure to keep your eyes and ears open and attentive, because there's always an opportunity out there. All you have to do is be prepared for it. And when you're prepared for it, it's going to come out unexpectedly. But when you feel as though there's that moment for you to speak up, please try to speak up. Try to seize that moment. Don't allow time to pass you by, because that's one thing that's the most valuable is time, because we don't get that back. There is an illusion that you can always make money back too, and you really can't, because that moment that you feel as though you won at that moment where you could have had that amount of money 10 years ago. Again, everyone is not opportunist, and I understand that, but please try to take advantage of opportunities in those moments that come up. Now, you can try to take advantage of it. You could try your best, and it may not fall in your lap. You may have to work at it a little bit, but understand for every fail, there's going to be 1 or 2 wins. You have to believe that, if not more wins. So I encourage you to take that time to invest in yourself. whether it's learning something, reading something, take the time to rest and relax your mind, get away for a second, but also use your time effectively and efficiently to make your business the best way you can. I appreciate your time and your energy today. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe this episode. Be sure to follow us, Chisholm Group, on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn. Be sure to share this episode with your friends. And if you ever would like to be a guest, a sponsor, or a partner of this podcast or the company, please be sure to visit us at www.chisholmgroup.net. Again, www.chisholmgroup.net. Thank you very much and enjoy your day.
When you download the Baker's app, you have easy access to savings every day. Get the most out of weekly sales and receive personalized coupons to save on your favorite items, all while earning 1 fuel point for every $1 spent. Baker's makes it easy to save while you shop, whether it's in-store or online, so you get the most value out of every trip, every time. Download the Baker's app now to save big on your next purchase. Baker's, fresh for everyone. Must have a digital account to redeem offers. Restrictions may apply. See site for details.
With the Lucky Land Slots, you can get lucky just about anywhere.
This is your captain speaking. We've got clear runway and the weather's fine, but we're just going to circle up here a while and get lucky. No, nothing like that. It's just these cash prizes add up quick. So I suggest you sit back, keep your tray table upright, and start getting lucky.
Play for free at LuckyLandSlots.com. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.